Hey guys, today I am sharing my next update in my project Use It Up, where I work on hair, skin, and body products. I am so sad to say that I accidentally somehow deleted my last update. So I think I've just had an intro, which makes me so sad because this is like a quarterly empties, like through April. I don't know. I'm so behind and I'm so disjointed about what's what. So I think I'm gonna have to have uses on the screen for things for you guys because I need to figure out where I was at last time. I'm so sad, but that means that this is gonna be a longer video. I've got some declutters. I've got two different groupings of empties, and then I will show you the progress on what's left. So I did film a larger skincare declutter and reorganization video, which I do not know if I have edited before this one or not, but I might not have yet because it's going to be a little bit time consuming. But I have decluttered some more things since then, some things that I'd set to the side, and I also have some minis in here because I did not go through my mini stash in that original video. But everything else is skincare except for these. These are the Derma E Scalp Relief Shampoo and Conditioner. I feel like these just made my hair a little bit greasy, or I didn't like the way it felt, kind of was weighed down, which has not been my experience before. These are expired. They expired in May of 2024. I don't know if that's the issue or if my hair has just changed or whatnot. I do have another set of these, which I do need to pull out and try and see how it works for me now, but I am going to be getting rid of these. I will just toss them since they're technically expired, even though they probably are fine. So then for my skincare declutters, I'm gonna start with my minis. I just went through and decluttered things that I wasn't as excited to use. I don't travel very much, so I don't need a ton of travel skincare. And of course I have a lot of Belief, but then a couple other products and brands that I really love as well. So I am getting rid of 4 mini moisturizers: Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel, Skin Fix Barrier Restoring Gel Cream, and Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. I'm going to give these to my sister for traveling, and then I'll see if she wants these as well. She's a little bit more on the go than I am. And then we've got these travel cleansers. They're great sizes. So you have the Ceramide and Ectoin Gentle Gel Cleanser, that's 1.5 ounces, and then the Foaming Oil Cleanser, that's 2 ounces. I haven't tried these, and you know, part of me is curious to try them, to review them, but I have a million cleansers. I got so many cleansers last year that I really enjoy, and I also still have several for travel, so all of those things can go. I used one of these moisturizers and this like twice, but the rest of them are brand new. Then we've got some full-size goodies here that I tested and I think are all good, but I just have so much and things I'm more excited to use. So I thought this was surprisingly really nice. The Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Charging Serum. And this is like a thinner consistency, kind of like a gel, which is not my preference, which is why I'm passing it on, but it did feel really nice on the skin. And this is actually a similar consistency, the Youth to the People 15% Vitamin C Caffeine Energy Serum. I'm gonna give this to a coworker who really likes Youth to the People. And then this was so hard for me to give up. This is Dew, the Instant Angel Lipid Rich Facial Moisturizer. Now I got this from Flip, from the free store, so I didn't spend money on this, but I know that this is such a good brand, but this is just, I don't know, it doesn't blow me away. I would rather use my Belief Moisturizing Balm, and I know I have people that will be really excited to receive that. And then we have the Tula Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I just don't really feel like this did anything for me, so that's why all of those products are going to go. And I definitely do have more products on the side that need to be tested, specifically some SPF, but I do think I want to hang on to a couple of those to use on my body. And I try not to do that with a lot of things. I'd rather pass them on than find some random way to use them because sometimes it can feel wasteful, but we will see. We will see about the SPF. So guys, I literally can't even keep them on straight, but the ones that were supposed to be in my last update of empties, I've got them right here. So for hair, I had this hair dye kit from IGK, their permanent color kit in Strawberry Kiss, a really pretty color. It applied, you know, easy enough, but I don't think that the application was any easier than Garnier L'Oreal hair dyes. I also feel like even though that wasn't the brightest of red, that it faded pretty quickly, so not something that I would buy. I do have another box that I was sent that I will definitely use. It was a really pretty color, but I just would not spend the money on it considering the lasting power. 3 other hair products, all from Vegamore. We have the Grow Dry Shampoo. I don't understand what's supposed to be in this to make it grow. I don't know why it says that unless it's just, you know, part of their line to have a hair product in all the categories. This was not the most oil absorbing, would not repurchase that one, but I did really enjoy the shampoo and conditioner. I feel like this cleansed my scalp nicely. This really did give some good hydration to the ends of my hair, and I felt nice and balanced. So something that I would be interested in getting again. Then I have a bunch of skincare products here, and I remember I was so excited because I finished up several products on a trip. We went to New Orleans for a wedding, and then some of the things I finished right after we got back because there were only a couple uses, and I figured it would be a good time to just refresh my travel skincare. So that's why I had focused on so many empties. So the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm is a holy grail of mine. These jars only come like this full, so it's very deceiving. So that's something to keep in mind when you're packing this. You're not going to have as much as you think, because I had to ration it out the last day of my trip. But this is amazing. You guys know it's a holy grail. So incredible at removing all of my face and eye makeup without leaving a film on my skin. It doesn't burn my eyes. Holy grail. But I did not allow myself to repurchase them during the last time they were on sale at Ulta because I want to make myself buy the Good Molecules one. I do think it works just the same, and it's of course way cheaper. Even when this is on sale, Good Molecules is cheaper, and I think it's like exactly $15. So you can use the $3.50 off 15 to make it even cheaper. I can wait until there are bonus points for a curbside order or something else. So I'm gonna try to make myself get the Good Molecules to save a little bit of money, but this is incredible, holy grail. I have 3 more for traveling, which I'm very excited about. Then I used up the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra Intensive Hydrating Serum. This is nice, but I don't know what other ingredients are in here that make it special, because I think there are a lot of other affordable products that are just hydrating. So would not repurchase. I will use up other minis if I get it. Then we have travel size moisturizers. Believe True Cream Aqua Bomb, you guys know, is my holy grail. Gives a perfect amount of moisture for the daytime for my oily skin. And then we have the Drunk Elephant La La Retro Whipped Cream I was using at night. This is a thicker consistency, which I enjoy at night because I like to have a lot of moisture while I'm sleeping to help kind of balance out my skin. I mean, that's my hope anyway. This is fine. I like my Belief Moisturizing Balm better, but I was able to get a full size of this from Skeeper, so I will work through that. Then I did also finally use up the Merit Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. I was using this at night. At first, I really did not like this. It felt kind of heavy on my skin, but as I was working through it, I started to really enjoy this. This does pair nicely over their serum, but also with other products it's great. Unfortunately, I was being lazy the earlier part of this year. At night I was doing an eye cream and this, but my skin looked and felt perfect the next day. So this product was helping me enable myself to not do my whole skincare routine, but it was really great. I would be happy to have it again. I used up my Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm Mini as well. I have several more minis, full sizes. I think this is incredible. It perfectly hydrates my under eyes for under makeup and at nighttime. It doesn't give me any milia, and it does not burn my eyes. I think it's absolutely incredible. And then some body products. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream is a must-have for me. I think that this is so good at really hydrating the skin without leaving a greasy or heavy residue. And this is the unscented one, which I really do enjoy. And unfortunately, I deleted my notes section with my uses on this, but you know, I was using this mostly on my hands, sometimes on other parts of my body. I don't have any more of the small size. I do have a bigger size, which is great, but this is something that I would happily have again. This was just the 1 ounce. And then I did use up this little sample of Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. I was so lucky to get a package from my friend Amanda just before going on my trip to New Orleans because I don't have any other like travel perfume, so this was perfect. I love this scent so much. It's one of the few that I've actually purchased in a full size. I was lucky enough to find it at TJ Maxx. I think this is so good because a lot of my other winter fall perfumes are more nighttime because I would feel self-conscious wearing them during the day. This is perfect anytime. It is so, so good. I also did call it quits on my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I usually use these for about 3 months, and I love this so much. I love the shape of this. I use this side for foundation, concealer, and then my tinted eye primer, and then I like the regular Beauty Blender shape for my liquid cheek product. So holy grail, already have repurchased. So that was everything from my first group of empties. I'm sorry, I'm talking fast. I need to head to work after this. Now we have my empties from the last month or so, and I have 2 hair care products. I did finish my full size of the Vegamore Grow hair serum. This was awesome. I used this for quite a while. I do think that this definitely worked. It helped with some baby hair growth, which I really was happy to see because this is really expensive. I was able to get this from Skeepers, which is awesome. I've mentioned it, but I need to try to reach out to them to see if I can get any PR from them. That would be amazing. And I feel like, you know, postpartum hair loss, thinning hair, I feel like I'd be a good candidate for PR, but we'll see. We will see. Very expensive, but I think this works just as well as Divi, and I already have some backups of Divi, so I'm going to just keep using that one, and I'm not sure which one is cheaper, but this is a good product and it is effective. Then I did finish my It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. This is a holy grail of mine. I've been using this for over a decade, and I know it's supposed to do a bunch of things, but for me, I like a product like this to help with detangling and giving some extra hydration to my really dry ends. This is perfect. I love the original and the light version. I've tried the other iterations and they just don't do it for me. Then I have 4 skincare products. I have a full-size Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I just told you my thoughts about this, and I'm officially out of these. Now I have a couple of miscellaneous makeup removers to use, and then I will go purchase my Good Molecules. I did finish up a little foil sample of the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. Just reviewed this as well. Holy grail. And my friend Amanda gave this to me, I believe. And let me tell you, I am so obsessed with Belief. I will not pass on full sizes. I will not pass on minis. I will not pass on foil samples. I'm that greedy for Belief. I can't help it, okay? Then I did use up 2 little minis of Supergoop sunscreens. I kept these in my purse. I use these on myself and on my kids. My son is in sports now. And I do have like a spray body sunscreen, Blue Lizard, that I got from influencers. So I have been using that, but one day I forgot it. So I used this on them. And they don't burn as easily as me, luckily. But I do not like the play. I think even the packaging of this is really sticky. I feel like this was sticky on my skin, and there was a day I used this on my shoulders where I had taken a shower and used a body scrub, and I didn't feel like there was a residue on my skin, but there must have been because this like pilled, which was disgusting. I don't want to feel pilling on my body, especially when I'm already sweaty. But then there was another day when I used this and didn't have any issue, but no, too finicky. And again, I don't like that it's a little bit sticky. I don't know the difference or the purpose of having all of these different ones, honestly. This Every Single Face I thought was great. Nice and lightweight, very simple, which I think is awesome. This is more of just like a lightweight traditional sunscreen. I do think that this works well under makeup. This isn't going to be silicone-y like the Unseen, and of course it's not glowy like the Glow Screen. I know those are the ones that people typically use under makeup, and I probably would pick those over this one for under makeup, but on a day where we're going to be outside, no makeup, I would love this on my face, but also great on the body as well. So I will definitely use up minis if I get them of these, but I would purchase the Glow Screen. But I do have a couple other Supergoop minis and some Glow Screens, so that's really exciting. Then a couple of body products. This is the Truly CBD Jelly Anti-Blemish Body Cleanser. You guys probably think I never shower because I never show you body wash. It takes me so long to get through them. I just feel like my loofah just lathers them so nicely, and you guys know me, I don't like to waste product, and I always at the end of my shower have tons of soap that's coming out of my loofah, so I don't know. It lasted quite a while. This had 8 ounces. This, did I say? It has 200 milligrams of CBD, BHA, watermelon, agave nectar, and vitamin A boost. This had a really nice scent, and it lathered nicely. It was a good body wash, made me feel clean. It was Ulta freebie, would not repurchase, but I've had it forever, so it feels awesome. Then I did finally use up my Maylis Relure Tighten Tone Body Serum. You can see I've got tons of markings here. And again, I'll have to have my full uses on the screen, but over the past month, I used it 6 times to finish it completely. So again, all the details will be here. I don't really think that this did much for me. I liked layering it under my body lotion, but I didn't notice tightening or toning. So not something that I would repurchase, and they're expensive. So pass. And then I did also use up the Dove dry spray deodorant in apple and white tea, and this smelled really, really great, and I think does a great job of keeping me smelling fresh and relatively sweat free, which I appreciate because I can be stinky and I can be definitely sweaty. So this is a good one. I was worried about the apple smelling too warm under my arms, but the white tea really helps balance it out nicely. So this is a scent I already repurchased. All right, so now on into what I'm using now and my uses. So I'm just gonna show you my whole hair care routine because I've switched up some things. So for shampoo and conditioner, I don't think these are my oldest, but they're the ones that I've decided to use right now. That would be my custom shampoo and hair mask from Pros. Enjoying them. Then my leave-in is it's a Tan Miracle leave-in, my full size, and I'm not able to see through this. Then for my scalp serum, I'm using the one from Divi, and this is the new packaging where you can see through it on the side, which is genius, but I am still at the very top. So we should have some markings. Next update, this is their 1 ounce size. Then I am using the Divi dry shampoo. I probably have like a third left, so that might be used up in maybe 2 months. Then we have the Grande Hair Full Boost Volumizing Foam. I didn't use it at all over the past month, and I think before then I only used it once, which is not good. I've really not used it this year very much, and I feel like I have. I feel like I'm forgetting uses, but anyway, this, just makes my hair a little bit crunchy and I have to brush it out. And this is something I use on days where I take a shower in the morning, which is not very often. I usually do at night, but instead, I actually have been reaching for the Divi Air Dry Cream, and I love this. It's so nice finding a air dry hair product because most things are supposed to be designed for heat. So I really love this. I think it makes my hair like really smooth and looks really fresh. So I'm loving this. So I probably am going to declutter the Grande, but I've not decided yet. I mean, I don't think I'm quite halfway through it, but I think I would have some friends that would be interested. So I'll check with them. I have a friend that I gave the shampoo and conditioner to, so she might want it. I'll ask her. But that is what I'm doing for hair. Then for skincare, I'm taking this out of the box. So for makeup remover, I will be using the Peach and Lily Ginger Melt Oil Cleanser. And I'm hoping that this is a makeup remover and not just a cleanser, because I know that is like a K-beauty trend that I thought was makeup remover, and I was like, this is not really working. It's a cleanser. So we will see, because I feel like I've heard people talk about this specific product to remove their makeup. So we'll see how it works for me. But I've been counting this as one of my, makeup removing products, so I hope that's correct. And I said I was going to switch these out. I just haven't yet, so I'll probably just keep them in here. These are the Lancer Method Cleanser for oily congested skin and the Polished Exfoliator. I'm loving these so much. These are travel sizes, but they're 2 ounces. They've been lasting me a really long time. Then for toner for the daytime, I probably have maybe a third of this left. This is the Paula's Choice Pore Reducing Toner. Absolutely loving it. Cannot see through the packaging. I probably could wait at this point, but I haven't. Then for my nighttime toner, I was a little bit better, I'll say the last 2 weeks, at doing my nighttime skincare, my full nighttime skincare. So we have the Balm Hydrating Milky Toner. You can see I do have a little bit of progress there, a little bit better than previous months. So really happy to see that. I do think this is a really nice product. Then this is something that I was just testing, but now seems like I'm just gonna truck through till it's empty because it's feeling really light. This is my daytime serum, the Bubble Daydream Tone and Texture Serum with vitamin C and niacinamide. Really enjoying it. And I can see some coloring here, which makes me think that this pumps up and that maybe I just have this much product left. We'll see. I think it should be done in the next 2 months. Then nighttime, on top of the Bioma toner, I'm using the Derma E Ultra Hydrating Dewy Skin Serum. Got a little bit of progress there. I really do love this product. The only hyaluronic acid I enjoy, but I did just declutter my other backup to a coworker, which makes me happy because I was just moving through it really slowly and I want to be able to share. Then my moisturizers, finally onto some full sizes of my Holy Grail, which would be my Belief Aqua Bomb for the daytime. I'll have to try to remind myself to take a picture to show you where I'm at, because I know you definitely won't be able to see the Moisture Bomb per night. These are going to be here for several more months, which is totally fine. My eye cream is the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. I'm almost down to the bottom of the white here, but this should be here for several more months. I love this, so I'm not in a rush. Then my SPF I've been a little bit better about. This is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun. So we've got a little bit of progress here. Mine expires in 2027, so I've got time, luckily, and I do have the OG formula. And then I had my Dermatology Tingle Exfoliating Pads. I only use these on days where I did not wear any makeup, and that is not very often, but this past month I did use it. I wrote them 5 times, which is a lot for me, so that is awesome. Love to see that. Then for body care products, this is something that I had brought in last update that you did not see. For scrub, I'm on to the Tree Hut Pink Hibiscus. I love the way that this one smells, and I don't have it leveled out. I took a shower last night, but it has still not leveled. Such a good scent. This might be here 2 more months. I used this one. Oh, it smells so good. 9 uses out of that. Then I have only used this 3 times so far. I brought this in as my replacement for the Mayleys. This is the Good Molecules B5 Hydrating Body Serum. This is really nice, and it's good because, you know, your skin is a little bit stripped after exfoliating, so that goes perfectly on top. And then on top of that, I'm using the Replenish Glycolic Acid 15% Resurfacing Body Lotion, and I use this one 8 times, which is pretty dang good. It is my really long update. I appreciate you all from sticking through this, and I'm so sad that I don't have my last video to show you. I don't know what the heck happened to it. Obviously I deleted it, but I don't even know when I did that or remember that at all. So as I said, had on the screen my uses, and hopefully I will be closer to back on track, but I'm doing my thing. I'm using my stuff. I show it to you when I show it to you. I am doing several makeup project pans on my channel. Those updates are coming after this one, I believe. So I would love any support on those videos. I would love to know what projects you're doing right now, what items you're working on. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.